Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and Cream, Cream and Muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
And that's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
I was wondering what seat you'd choose.
The comfy one.
Aye.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Greg Davies and Taskmaster? No, Alex Horn.
I do.
I usually tell you to bring yours when there's like a set.
Yeah,
but that would be such a pain in the arse.
We're on separate floors.
Aye.
That you can never ask that if we're on different floors.
I didn't.
That would be
I didn't.
Unreasonable.
I just settled for not only the computer chair but the creaky one that I can't move on, otherwise Matthew will be upset.
Yeah, I mean, this is why this will never look professional. Like, even when we get the studio set up properly at home, even if it was down to the fucking
the on-the-road element is going to be...
It will always suck visually. We could potentially up it content-wise, but...
Do you think I've got to, like, have a better eye for it? Or do I need more tech? I need a light.
It's definitely 30% your fault. Like, you could do better.
Aye, but it's a lot of schlep.
Yeah. If it was your passion, I think you could do a better job.
If you chipped in, would be amazing. If you done any effort.
No, why would I do that?
if you put the slightest bit of... If you just carried the mics for us.
No interest. Not for me.
I had the most heart-sinking moment today because we've been reunited with my luggage. If anyone listened to the last episode, Patreons, catching everybody up on the Muggle side.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get my luggage in Canada.
And I was away for like 4 days.
One item of luggage turned up, and it was the bag with the podcast equipment. So I had no clothes. Gordon didn't have his medication. Our 2-hour manager didn't have his sleep apnea machine. What's it called again?
That.
Sure, it's got a name.
Sure, cool.
CPAP machine or something. So he didn't have that. So his drama was way worse than ours because he was like, I've got 48 hours and then I'm going to be dying.
Yeah.
He had to find a medic.
48 hours, and then you can't go. Can't go more or less than 6 miles an hour. What's the rules?
Well, if he doesn't have his sleep apnea, he brings the hotels to the ground with a rumbling.
Right. Okay.
It's like an implosion type fucking.
Okay, so is it better to put him higher up in the building or lower down?
Oh, I don't think it makes a difference. It doesn't matter whether it's the like foundation that's rocked and then everything falls, or if the top floor falls and then it's like stack one after the other. And
then you'll have a bunch of conspiracy theorists being like, that's not how buildings fall down. There's no way that was 1 mile.
Sleep apnea couldn't do that. They'd be looking mental. They'd be on the kind of sure that wasn't a bloke snoring, you know. They'd be like, shut up, man, of course it was. Are you kidding? Snoring can't do that.
Why did the Airbnb across the road also fall down then? Explain that. I know they were below, not the Premier Inn, but how come that
was he on the phone to them snoring, was he? So our bags didn't turn up, apart from the one podcast bag. Mm-hmm. So we had to do a bit of shopping. And then we got here yesterday. Where were we? Winnipeg? We're in Winnipeg, and we got here, and our luggage had arrived. Mine had been via Washington. Gordon's had been via Istanbul. Yours just went straight to Vancouver, but late. Mm-hmm. And then they gathered them all together, sent them to Winnipeg. Job done. And then my other bag didn't turn up with the podcast in. That had just had to go from Calgary to Winnipeg.
Yep.
It didn't make it onto the same flight as me. Not a connect. Just the same flight. So finally we get all our bags back, and then we're down a bag with all our new clothes in and podcast equipment.
I have caught myself so much on this early foray into touring Canada of anytime somebody's just like a bit like annoying here, or I find something slightly fucking inconvenient or whatever, I'll just be like, fucking Americans, and then I'll go, oh no, wait,
it's not.
Oh no, it's Canada. Oh, that's not a good sign.
I've got to build up your own reputation for you.
Well, it's
I can't just measure you next to your neighbours.
It's where's been Vancouver? I've been before. I love Vancouver. That's I mean, I love it as a gig. Do I like it as a city?
You know what's? They're not very touristy cities in that you can't walk to stuff.
No,
like
I just come that's not true. I think in Vancouver,
even if there's a shop over the road, it's like 2 dual carriageways of road, and you have to wait for ages for the traffic. Like everything's miles away. I feel like it's set up for cars. You're not just walking around and seeing what's up.
No, I think you're
Like
judging
2 blocks
places
is
on.
like a kilometre.
I think you're judging places on like where we're based.
Look out this window now. Oh, you mean just the view out your window?
Yeah, like
because that's just car.
because we don't pick the best hotels in cities. We pick the best hotel nearest to the venue. There's a math equation going on, so it's not like oh man, this is down.
So you think we've been in districts?
Yeah, in some of them.
So the podcast bag turned up, and Gordon had put in. We didn't touch the gin at all at the last gig, so he was just like, "Oh, let's just carry that over to the next one, put it in my bag." And that had, when my bag eventually turned up a day late, that gin had smashed everywhere on it, and I was like, "Fuck!" The bag full of electricals.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it was.
So is this filming in black and white just now?
I don't know what's gonna happen.
All fucked.
I didn't start any of me electrical stuff until everything dried.
And how did you know when everything had dried?
I mean, it was pretty dry when I got it. I think it cracked early doors, and then they'd kept it for a day or two, and then gives it back because the immediate clothes around the bottle were damp. But the thing is, right? Some of my stuff's in a carrier bag. Evaded getting hit with gin. Fucking stinks of gin.
Yeah.
And gin's such a distinct smell. You don't smell gin and confuse it with anything else. It's gin.
Well, you're just saying it just smells like fucking gin, but I was thinking it smells like shit grass, and not like weed grass. I mean like grass.
Cut grass.
Cut grass.
I don't think so.
No?
Nah, I'm not feeling that. Cut grass. I think cut grass is its own distinct smell.
No, I'm saying that, but I'm saying this is the closest thing to it for me.
Yeah. So the clothes that we've bought brand new that are in the podcast bag, we can't wear them.
What, like ever again?
No, we'll be able to wash them, but when we're going to do that, we're on the move.
Well, I didn't buy clothes with an intent to ever wear them again. Like I bought £10 slacks, $10 slacks, to be like the second I spell something on this.
Aye.
And I've got my luggage bag. Then this is just
that moment has come. You may want to bin that.
Well, no, I already have. And then I put on my actual champagne slacks from my suitcase, and then I spilled on them. Yeah. Being like, oh yeah, that is what I do.
I feel like
all of the fucking time.
Even though
I am an idiot.
Do you not think even though we're having a 5-minute whinge at the beginning of the podcast, I don't know how long about we're not having my luggage and the stuff spilling all over our luggage.
Like all you, I've not complained once about either of those things.
But I just feel like we're pretty resilient about it. I'm saying I'm having a whinge about it now, but I feel like that is actually people's worst fear. To have a bottle of gin explode in your bag full of luggage, to have your luggage fucking get yeeted off to a different country while you're on a tour.
Yeah, but I think if we cared about anything we owned, really.
Do you think if we had self-respect, we would take that as a blow? You think it's a lack of
self-respect? Well, no. I think there's many different ways. I think there's people out there who are like super organised, and just the fact that it would be chaos in the bag would ruin it for them. And I think there'd be people who would just adapt better. But I do think ours doesn't come from the fact that we're particularly strong. I think it's just we're lazy. And in 100% of scenarios, you and me would always, like, the second I don't see my luggage again, I'm financially departed from it. I'm like, I've just got to mentally be ready to buy another fucking...
My thing is the sunk cost of packing it always upsets us. You know, when my luggage hasn't arrived and I don't know if I'm going to get it or not, I think of my last day at home with Natalie and Peggy spent working out what I need and packing. When if you're going to fucking throw my luggage into another country, I might as well have had that last day just having some quality time with my wife. You wasted me last day at home. Imagine you got in a taxi, right? And the taxi driver took you for 20 minutes and then just dropped you off back where you were. You'd be devastated you spent that time in the taxi.
I mean,
you'd be like, what a waste of my time that was. I've literally been dropped off back where I was. That's what upsets me. I didn't need to pack. You wasted me time making us pack.
No, I mean, it's still come out here. I think they've set up a very good system where the person responsible for your anger is on the other side of the fucking planet.
Aye.
That's what a fucking very quick and easy way of just making it somebody else's problem.
They must have.
But where's my luggage, man? No idea. You just got here.
Do you think they have a laugh with it? Do you think they go, "Oh, fucking Carl, you didn't put that bag on, Mr. Gordon Isaacs. You didn't put that bag on the flight that was to Vancouver." And they're like, "Fucking, I dare you to put it on that one to Turkey. Dare you. Pussy, you forfeit. You forgot to put it on. You're putting it on the trip to Turkey." He's like, "Oh, but the bloke might have medication there. Fucking well, he's not going to get it anyway. Tell Frankfurt."
I reckon it's poorly programmed ants. I reckon it's just like human beings who are just cogs in the machine. Just
You don't think
just not paying attention. Just what I imagine everyone at American Airlines is doing. Is that the one we hate just before I besmirch them?
Yes. Yeah, you did hate them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So hard to remember. Cara was booking me flights because we've got to go to my cousin's wedding. She was like, "Which airline do you hate again?" And I'm like, "Oh, fuck." Like at this point, it's a lot of them.
Yeah, but American Airlines gives you the points for British Airways. Because you had a rant about, this was when British Airways was good. You had a rant about how they could be partner airlines. It's like Gary Glitter and actual glitter.
Oh, yes.
So you had that rant. See, that I don't know why you hated them, but you did. But the fact that they partner up with British Airways, it's worth it for the points.
No, I'm stopping my collection with BA now. I'm shopping out.
Oh yeah, what's it likely now? Star Alliance, what's that? Lufthansa?
Not sure. I'm gonna see. Like I've got I'm flying out to Australia for Reese and Kyron's wedding, so I'm gonna see like what that like because that's a big distance.
I see.
And then like work out what that is, and then start looking around what. I mean, what are the best airlines?
I don't know. Answers on a postcard. That's where we get interactive with our listeners. Who should we get
I feel like we should know more than them.
Aye, but they care more.
Oh, that's only true if Nick Cody's listening to this.
I've only ever cared since I got into the British Airways Avios points. I'm big on collecting them. Like, it would be quite a big transition for me to move now.
Oh, see, that's why I don't give into those fucking Ponzi schemes.
Ponzi schemes? Do you ever collect nectar points?
I do, but I'm not as devastated as the person from Sainsbury's is when I don't have my card. Like, they're like, "Do you have one of these cards?" And I'm like, "Yep." And they're like, "Do you have it on you?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, we can look in the system." And I'm like, today's just a no. Like, let's not. I'm not a look my address up type of guy. This shopping's fucking gone.
Yeah, he has a receipt with a number on. You can go online. You're not doing that.
Not doing that. It's not a little fucking treasure hunt. I collect some nectar points, and then you do it for like 7 years, and then at Christmas, Cara goes, "Maybe now is the time. Maybe we should spend all of our nectar points on the Christmas shop this year." And the Christmas shop comes to £178, and you're like, "Oh my god, that's so much alcohol. We're buying it for like 20 people. Oh my god, how much is our nectar points going to get us off?" It's got you down to 138, and you're like,
£7.80. And if you had taken your card on all of those shops that you talk about, then that would have been more.
Yeah, but again, you know, up from 50 to 57.
Natalie collects points walking the dog.
Huh?
She's got an app called Fuck Bone or something.
An app called Fuckbone.
Fuckbone. Get Fuckbone.
Okay. Is it like Tinder for dogs?
Shit's called Bone. I don't know why I'm getting a mental block. It might be the cannabis. But she basically sets it off when she goes on a walk. It's got a GPS on just to make sure you're not like cheating, just sitting in the house and setting it away. And you get like £10 off different stuff. You're just going, right, you've walked.
Hold on. You get £10 off of what?
Like Argos or whatever.
Right. For doing what?
For walking a dog, for collecting points. I think it's sponsored by the insurance companies because people are keeping their animals healthy. I've no idea how they fund the vouchers.
Hold on.
I've got no idea how they fund the vouchers, but Natalie gets money off from walking the dog. If anyone's going to find that scheme, it's Natalie. But I swear
I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying I don't believe it happens the way you've explained it.
Yeah, she sets the GPS away, whacks the dog. One time, we stopped for a pint on the dog walk and had a pint of Guinness, watched the tennis. Right, then carried on, whacked back, and it had fucking kept because the GPS walked, and then would stop for a bit. It mustn't, like, once you're moving, keep tracking you.
So it's not...
Because you know that dog walker stop and chat to you, so it might just assume that you're just stopping for a chat or stop for a pint, and she collected points on a bone app. Why are you looking at it like I'm a square egg?
So somebody out there, if they wanted to, could set up several, I don't know, fucking giant hamster wheels with people running for the first 5 minutes on this bone app.
They couldn't go on treadmills because the GPS needs to...
Okay, let's say put them on the Edinburgh tram system then, right?
Oh, now we're talking. We're going to be rich. Stop recording.
Right. But am I going to be rich? How on earth are they giving her money for this?
You're going to have vouchers.
Where's advertising? Where's advertising space coming from?
Mate, I've got no idea. I don't know how she's getting these vouchers for walking the dog, but she is. Look, my wife's on an app called Bone. I said, what's that? She panicked. She's like, it's a dog walking up.
Yeah.
Oh, God's vouchers. And then I come on the podcast, can you hear this? Bone. Yeah, but this Bone app. It's class.
She's got to go for walks late at night.
Just keeps going for a walk. I'm like, don't forget Peggy.
You've taken the lead. Absolutely, I'm mad. Honestly, at your age, forget the dog. Jesus.
What are you like? I remember the lead. Reminisced about one of your jokes from 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Aye.
Reminisced or heard for the first time.
She caught up with us. Ran up, tapped us on the shoulder. I went, remember me from earlier? When you were thinking. So shit is getting points, but
I just don't. I'm sorry. Points on what? Points on Avios? Points on
like on the app,
right?
Like within the app, it's its own system.
Okay.
Even like it doesn't add your nectar points or your Avios points.
But what does it?
It just honestly gives you bags of crisps and that if you want your dogs. Gives you fucking bit of money off Milan Carter.
Yeah.
I don't know what other vouchers you get. August is the one that we did have because you did get me £10 off my suitcase. For marking the dog. I didn't get it either.
It's not.
Should we look it up?
No, I don't know. I'm trying to be judgment free because
I wonder if Natalie's just like. I wonder what I can get away with telling him that he'll just eat up. But sometimes she'll like have walked the dog. She'll get in. She'll be like, I didn't fucking set off the app. I had to whack her again. Come on, Peggy.
Oh, I've just wasted that walk for nothing. Motherfucker.
That'd be class if there was like other apps like that where you like pack your bag and do your dishes and all that and you just register and it's like, well done, you've done your life chores. Here's some money.
I mean,
if you could absolutely gamify just doing your bits and bobs.
You sound like a fucking YouTube self-help guru. Gamify your bits and bobs. Gamify your bits and bob. An early 2010 influencer.
I think that's a fucking unique piece, that. I think that's a Google whack. I don't think anyone's ever said gamify your bits and bobs.
Nonsense, no way. I absolutely think people have. I think it's like an early 2010s reference.
Gamify.
Aye.
Your bits and bobs.
Just ADHD people passing off stuff before it was called neurodiversity.
You're like one of them people who thought bucket list was a thing before the film came along.
There's a term that makes me feel bigoted.
Bucket list?
No, neurodiverse.
All right. Just Morgan Freeman.
Every time somebody says the words neurodiversity, I go, the goalposts have moved again.
Yeah.
Not that I don't, that's not my way of saying I don't,
Neurodivergent sounds like a band that music's not for me.
It's not my way of saying I don't believe people with autism and ADHD exist. But it's just like, when they just keep coming up with more and more inclusive terms, and you're like, all right, okay.
Surely we're all neurodiverse.
Yeah.
Are they trying to say there's a neurotypical and everybody just thinks the same? Because I think that's a little bit.
No, I think it's
every single individual that you've blanketed with the neurotypical term. I think everyone's heads are their own experience.
Yeah.
So
I think it's very much that. I think it's very much the, what is normal,
And the fact that I don't overthink commonly, I don't feel like a part of a majority.
Yeah.
I feel like the majority of people overthink.
Yep. I don't think you think.
So that would make them neurotypical.
I mean, when you're thinking what's happening, because you're not visualizing shit.
I'm neurodiverse.
Do you reckon that's why you can be an inventor, because you couldn't fucking picture anything that didn't exist?
It's hard with directions. I was on a Newcastle podcast that talked about this already. I struggled to name the particular strip I was talking about because I couldn't bring the football strip up in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So like the colour, the shape of it, unless I've like kind of made a mental note of what it looks like. Like I'd know it if I saw it. But then it was like I can't bring an image of the thing I'm trying to explain up in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So that's difficult.
You wouldn't be able to. I don't think you'd be able to like design a plane from scratch. Had you never seen planes before?
How many people are like, if I left the room now, right, and I come back in, would you know what I was wearing before I come back in? Could you say like, could you have told somebody, oh, he was wearing shorts, he was wearing white socks, he had his t-shirt on?
Oh God, yeah, probably.
Is that not what visual recall is? Can you bring back an image that was just there a moment ago?
Yes.
Right, because I kind of do that. So if somebody leaves the room, unless I've like told myself,
like
you're wearing cream trousers, but in my head, like I've made an actual like fucking post-it note that you're wearing these kind of lovely Nana's curtains Jordans.
That's a flavour of autism I'd fucking take, is photographic memory.
Yeah, you'd like that.
Aye, if they could just like the Matrix, just put it into one particular of the COVID vaccines, like that, just the strain for that type of autism, put it in my fucking neck, and then.
I wonder if having aphantasia means you can't get PTSD because you're not getting images of the trauma that happened to you.
Interesting. Well, could a blind person get PTSD?
But if they have a visual imagination, then the visual imagination could serve up the bomb that went off that made them blind.
No, but if they were blind before and trauma happened to them, could they still get PTSD? I'd say yes. Mm-hmm. So therefore,
they'd probably imagine up like way worse than what actually happened. They'd have the capability. In fact, everybody's capable of that, whether you see it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd like to be able to remember everything vivid as fuck.
No, but I would like to, be able to. Matthew Ellis is always really good at. If you give Matthew Ellis a day of the year, not only will he be able to tell you what day of the week it was, he'll tell you if he was with you what clothes you were wearing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
he recalls everything.
Yeah. It's very specific with clothes. You'll be like, do you remember that time that I told the frosty blowjob joke at the Stand Comedy Club? And he'll be like, yep. 2012, you were wearing a blue polo shirt, yellow trousers.
In preparation for the Fringe show, probably July.
Yeah. You had spaghetti hanging over your ear.
Palms were sweaty.
Yeah.
Knees were weak.
Mm-hmm. There was vomit on your sweater. I think it would be handy to have, because I think, first of all, your phone dies. That's your phone's on 1% battery. That's absolutely fine. Just give Twitter just one fucking massive scroll. Just click. Phone dies. Shut your eyes.
You use your superpower to doom scroll.
Doom scroll in the sky.
You'd fucking quickly get as much shite in your head as possible.
Yeah.
So you can just sit in other people's company and ignore them. Or just fucking flicker on your eyelids as you're looking at tweets from fucking Dan Wooten.
It's been like, fucking, God, Annie Dunn on Threads is so good today. Yeah. I think it would be mostly...
My superpower would be having social media when I'm offline. That's what you've just said. You sad bastard.
I'd have Wi-Fi on the underground. What would you use it for? Fucking remembering your dog, you fucking loser.
I got a lovely video off my iPad yesterday.
Did you?
I've put it on social media. I put it on Instagram, so you haven't seen it yet, but everyone else has. My iPad just put together a clip compilation of my dog as if she was dead. It was just like, remembering someone that's still alive.
Did it do that thing where it's like the phone itself recognizing the dog and the dog that you're in the most photos with and being like, therefore this is his dog, I'll put this into a compilation. And then sometimes it'll put a different dog into other compilations because it'll be like, oh, maybe this is like a second dog they have, but it's just dogs from the dog park. Does it think Peggy Shaved is a different dog to Peggy?
You know what? There was none of us shaved in there. But there was one of our fairly recently clipped back, but not like fully shaved. But it was labelled pets over the years.
Oh, so more than one. Okay.
There was a belter one saved up from my iPad a couple of months ago that was cooking over the years, right? And it was just like, he has some steaks in a pan. He has some food in a restaurant. He has Natalie's like slaving over the grill. Mm-hmm. And then just, he has Mark Nelson having a line of coke. And then it's like, and then back to some goujons. And it's just like all food. Just Mark Nelson just having a rake a line.
Next to some chicken goujons, important to point out. Those actually were the same photo.
I just thought he was a potato. That must have been just the flour on the bench.
Yeah, I think that's often, it feels a bit intrusive from your phone occasionally. Being like, hey, here's a compilation of all your loved ones. You're like, man, I think it's fine now that like I'm a married man and it's just offering me many different compilations of, you know, my son growing up over the year or our kittens over the years of me and Cara at various different places around the world. But what if I was, a young whore again, sleeping around,
and then it just puts like a featured photo on the homepage of your iPad of just
tits and cocks, and it's like, oh, pets over the years, and then it's just like compilations of like different nudes.
Or just even your
different close-ups of buttholes that people have sent me over the years.
Even
saved into my roll.
Your camera roll just being just still collecting the stuff that because you turn that off after a little while. The WhatsApp saving the photos from WhatsApp because you can go in the media links and docs and you can pick the ones that you want. Right, but when it used to just put it straight into your camera roll, there's some shite in my archive of photos from before I switched that off.
Yeah,
especially from like WhatsApp groups you put in. Like, my squatty mate from home's 40th, where it's all his squatty mates, and like everybody's name comes up as a number when the text. You don't want the photos they're sending in your camera roll to be served up as the featured photo on your iPad when your wife looks for a recipe.
I still don't understand why Americans have never jumped onto WhatsApp.
Like, they haven't.
Nah.
I missed a message off my brother the other day because he sent it on SMS. I just didn't get it.
Yeah, who's just doing that? Man, texting someone SMS is like writing someone a letter.
Instead of an email.
Yeah. It's very odd. It's just like, I don't know if... Because I'm pretty sure SMSs only go through... They don't go through on Sundays anymore. They just go through in postal rules.
If it's iPhone again, it's like a blue message.
Yeah.
But then, if it turns green, if like I sent you an SMS, like you're probably going to have to pay for it before you get it.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't put the correct stamp on this.
If you've both got iPhones, it goes blue straight away and that's sent via the internet. But if you, from a Samsung SMS, somebody with an iPhone, what happens is somebody at the post office gets your message, has to write it out and then post it to...
Samsung.
Post it to Apple, who then type it up, put it into their machine, and then text it to you. and it will only go blue on your end. It'll still be green on ours. There's got to be a better way.
There's got to be a better
there
system than that.
WhatsApp.
We're not sponsored by WhatsApp or anything. I don't even think they know we exist.
There's also Telegram. I only know Telegram for drug dealing. So like we use message someone being like, hey, I want weed or I want fucking gear or whatever, and they sell everything there. Now heaps of people join Telegram, and I'm like, oh, you're definitely here for drugs. You're definitely here for drugs. And then there's other people you're like, I wonder what else Telegram is for, because you just seem to be someone who's, you know, an old friend's dad, 67 years old, has joined Telegram. You're like, must be something to do with plumbers must use it as well then.
So do you think there's people doing like moonlighting, tax evasion?
No, I don't think it's like set up to be
fiddle jobs.
No, it's not set up to be a criminal app. It's just like an encrypted message system.
So has it just become a messenger?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe these people are here for drugs.
Maybe that's the only way they can chat to their sons if they can on the drug dealing website.
Oh yeah,
Catch fish your own child as a drug dealer.
Yeah. Just make sure your kid's getting the good stuff. Being like, no,
you have to go out and buy it from them, test it. That's the main thing. Get it tested, and then sell it back to your kid. You're going, I'm being a good dad.
Aye. His mum told me to watch out for him, and I think
I've tested all of his drugs. I've sold him all of his drugs.
Yeah,
at a decent price now, by the way. I've only marked it up by enough to get cover my stuff that I'm having. Just get my son to buy his drugs. Tell his mum I look good for him, so I'm making him buy his drugs. Got him hooked now. He's addicted. Pussy.
What do you think of Winnipeg?
I haven't really spent much time outdoors.
I enjoyed Calgary.
And
the thing I kind of like about Winnipeg is there's lots of forest just out there, and they've just sort of built the city around it and through it.
So we're in the middle of quite a big forest right now, aren't we? By the looks of it.
I think so. I mean, all of Canada is in nature. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, we flew past some. Is that whistling? Is that in my ears?
What?
Did I just have when you sometimes get buzzing in your own ears?
No,
like a tinnitus or something?
No.
Never had it?
No.
And you think that everybody can hear it? I was like, did you just hear that noise in my head?
I don't think it's you.
But yeah, up to my ear, you'll be able to hear it.
I think it's you having an aneurysm.
We flew past some banging mountains on the way here into Vancouver. Did you wake up in time for that?
We did. I've not slept on any of the internal flights, I'll have you know.
Nah?
Nah.
Maybe you did.
I've been playing The Long Dark because for some reason, being in the cities of Canada, I'm like, I can now play this lonesome plane crash up in the fucking frozen hilltops of the Canadian wilderness game, because that's what I'm going through now in the city summers. I just love it as a game, and every now and again I just go through a phase.
So it's like an empty city, is it like zombie apocalypse but without the zombies?
No, it's like everyone's gone. You crash land somewhere, and you've just got to survive for as long as possible.
Anywhere near any civilizations? Can you win it? Can you get back to civilization?
I mean, you can go to all the towns and the places and loot them for food.
Is anybody there?
They're all dead though. They're all frozen.
Are there? Can you build a life for yourself?
Well, I mean, it depends how loose. I mean, you can build a life for yourself. You can
just like,
become a master of the.
What Ron Swanson's character on The Last of Us had going on before he met his lover.
Yeah, God, I want that for an entire fucking season. Like, stop giving me Marvel movies, take some of the budget away from the Marvel movies, and give me the 2 gay characters from episode 3 of The Last of Us just for a season. Show me everything they did. Show me all the gayness, all the way through. Give me the full decorating episodes. And by the way, I don't mind if it's a fucking in-house sitcom. I'll accept that.
You'll have it a bit like WandaVision.
No, I would prefer if it was in the tone that I've been given now. But I am willing to take it in any fucking form.
Right.
I want it to be wholesome. I don't need to see more gay sex. And I don't need to see more kissing. But I'm also not saying to not...
To those listening, he's winking at the camera right now.
No. I'm just saying, I feel like there were people out there who, if they were from certain parts of America or India or Russia, watching the two men kiss each other, they would get like quite fucking angry. I'm just saying, I didn't feel any anger at all, and it's like hot sauce in it. The more you take it, the more you get used to.
The more it starts being pleasant.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you've just got two bottles of hot sauce and you're like smashing them into your face like that.
So I'm just saying,
tongue out.
if you're going to be if you're going to be slipping more gay stuff into the mainstream media, I think you can go gayer, because I'm telling you, episode 3 of The Last of Us did not touch the sides.
Nah.
I've gone through 7 seasons of Queer Eye. Come on, you'll need to go a lot gayer than that.
Is Queer Eye where they dress a straight dude?
No, it used to be just a straight dude, because it used to be called Queer Eye for the straight guy. Now it's just called Queer Eye. So now they're just being...
So now they just dress anyone and everyone?
Yeah.
That hedgehog,
they dress he's, she's, theys, thems. Salads, aye. Some of them are more useful than others.
Otherwise they're trying to undress them.
No, just some of them have more important jobs than the other ones, and some of them other ones, their jobs are more visible. Think of them like the Power Rangers. Mm-hmm. We all have our favourites.
Like in a rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, blue. What is it again? Richard of York.
I'm Green. Sorry. There's a rhyming couplet for remembering the Power Rangers.
The rainbow.
Oh, thank God.
Richard of York gave battle in vain. Oh man, why didn't I run with that?
Go again, do that again.
Richard of York, red, orange, yellow. Gave battle in vain. Green, blue, indigo, violet.
I've never heard that in my life.
Really?
Nah.
That's how I remember the rainbow.
No, I remember it from the song that's incorrect.
What's the song that's incorrect?
Red and yellow and pink and green, orange and purple and blue. I can sing a rainbow, sing a rainbow.
That's like the I before E.
Too.
Why are you telling me this as kids? Why are you just giving me misinformation? What's the film where he said the easy way to remember the planets is them sun.
Oh, I do remember that.
It's just like a really unmemorable word, but it stuck, so it worked.
Unless you've got the answer, you've just led us down the dead end.
The answer, some won't. I was hoping you would, but it takes 2 people to complete a pass. I just hoped it, and you didn't run onto it. We're both fucking useless. Surprised the manager still let me play. I've been playing Zelda. And I don't know how I'm supposed to play it. Because, it's just here's where
what you got to do with your feet up on the bed?
The quest point is. Huh?
You got to do with your feet up on the bed.
How do you mean?
Just tucked in. You got to make yourself a little fort.
Make yourself cozy.
Hi.
Right. So I get myself.
Have you got the fucking
annoyingly? Have I got the what?
The aim assist thing that's very annoying with the Nintendo Switch.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
Where if you move your arms while you're holding the controller, it'll be like, "Oh, I assume you want that to aim," and you're like, "Under no circumstance."
Also,
nah, man.
Nintendo, you will never not fuck me up with B being where it is and A being where it is. Advance and back are swapped around. The bottom one, whether it's X on the PlayStation, what's the Xbox? What's the bottom one on the Xbox? A. So it should be. That one should always be go, and the other one always back. Agree on that because we've got muscle memory. We're not going to just play Switch games.
I do think there should be laws, after several years of different phones coming out, you got together and you're like, all right, one charging socket for everything. You're all doing it because otherwise it's dangerous for the environment. They've got to do this
with controls. They're
like X is only ever allowed to be down the bottom here. This is only ever allowed to be go. That's only allowed to be pass. Pro Evo and FIFA sort your shit out. One of you's pass and one of you's lob. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
And for yourselves. Even bringing up the weapon wheel is left or up on the D-pad. Should always the weapon wheel should be the top bumper. And God of War, Any game, just name.
Who are you naming in Zelda when every time you get a horse, you get to name your horses? Who are you naming them after? You've got to pick some trope. I've gone for Chelsea Legends.
You've gone for Chelsea Legends?
Yeah. Ooh. Deco Zola, I like.
I might go for places where you land on Fortnite.
Oh, okay. How many can you name?
All right, Shifty Shafts.
Nope.
Yes. I made it changed, but like, the original. I'm going old school. I don't want whatever I want now. Palm Springs.
Yeah, great.
Aye.
Yeah. Would this be your mastermind topic by any chance?
You know what? This is so mad because, when we're talking about being able to bring up memories, like, we've spent so much time staring at that map. Hours and hours at the very start of lockdown.
Was it?
Oh, no, it was before.
No,
because
it was well before lockdown.
It was actually before my stag do, because you kept pretending that it was my stag on Fortnite. Remember you and Matty? So it would be me and my two best men in Fortnite. And you'd be like, "Kai, come over here." And you just drop a potion again. "Dear shot, it's your stag." And then down my potion on Fortnite. And you would make on that it was my stag.
So was that 2017?
2017. So Shifty Shafts.
I still don't think Shifty Shafts is one. I think you've stuck, because it sounds like one.
It is. It's the one with the railway carts going into the kind of mountain. The quarry, sorry. Didn't mean to say quarry.
I'm just saying, I've got zero faith in you.
And then, what was the place that we used to go to, like...
Tilted Towers.
Tilted Towers, aye. That's
Snobby Shores.
Snobby Shores, that's what I was looking at. That's what I meant by Palm Springs.
Snobby Shores is what you meant by Palm Springs.
Aye.
Great.
That's what it is.
Good, yeah.
What's the name after?
Toilet Town.
Toilet Town wasn't one. Haunted Hill.
You're doing that thing that old people do and just cramming things together that sound correct.
I am old.
You are. I'm glad you're taking your fucking glasses off.
I actually haven't replaced them with my current lenses. I just took them off just for your sake.
Has any of our fans commented on what a disgusting piece of shit you look like with your glasses on?
Just how much you look like a pedo, mostly.
I do that too. It's really bad when I put them on. I tried the one in front of Cara and she was very, very upset. I don't know, like, Cara finds me attractive. I like most of the time, I think. She doesn't like showing it because I thrive on attention. But, she finds me attractive. She was, like, reviled. There was like a 15-minute cool down of me taking them off.
Aye. And
her being like, I'm still not okay to touch yet.
Natalie found it very funny that you were like, "Did you not want to run it past her?" She's listen to that episode now. She's like, when you were going, "Why would you run it past that?" I'm just like, I was really confident this time. She's like every time you choose anything on your own.
It's just, the bewilders me. Like, because it's not a pride thing in your behaviour, but like, "Oh, I'll show them, I'll get it right this time." It's, I ask Cara for help on things. I'm like, it's like, I'm not smart when it comes to this particular thing. You make these decisions here. Give me your advice. I will apply your opinion to mine.
Sometimes you never just want to buy something that you like just without any outside influence.
Yeah, absolutely. I buy fucking heaps of shoes. But like, if every time I bought a pair of shoes, Gara went, "Fucking what? Jesus. Really? Really? Fuck, man. Grow. Yuck. Come on, man. Don't do that."
That would be toxic.
I would, and I'd probably learn by the second one to not do that. But since
it's the fact that when I buy anything, it's not just my wife; it's everyone. Just goes, "Why?"
But just go, like, it's not as if there's people. When me and Craig Hill were out in Australia, and I was walking around in a swimming costume and shorts, he took me out shopping. I listened to his advice. I was like, "Okay, you can tell me what to buy." He tells me what I look good in. I listen to him.
Can you remember one time when I think it was when I was going to record me How to Be Happy special, and you were there because we flew back from Cork Independence Festival or Electric Picnic or something, and I went in H&M to get a sweater for recording me special because I'd just been at a music festival, so I had like grubby clothes on. I wanted to get changed into clean clothes. And can you remember when I bought this sweater and it had zips up the side? The zips went up to about there, but it was a normal sweater, but with zips from the hip to like halfway under the armpit there, and it had Hollywood, but what instead of wood, right? But I just like grabbed a sweater with some writing on and bought it, and I just put it on, and a couple of people were like, "What the fuck is that you're wearing? You can't wear that for your special," and it never got worn ever again. I never wore that, but like, you know, the funny one with that is, I don't know what was going through my head.
Fucking elevator music.
Well, you know what? I looked again. Well, I don't know much about fashion, but somebody does, and they made that, and they put it on sale at TK Maxx. So fucking, they're not going to sell it if it's not good, right? I chucked down this fucking stupid, ridiculous garment with zips and a play on a word that nobody asked for or wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was just like, "Wait, where's that for?" So I've got form.
To call it form is to make you spin it as a positive thing. You've got previous. Like football players are on form.
Good form. This one. You're buying things for yourself.
Nah.
Bad form. I meant bad.
Also,
form.
you need to tell these people that you were talking to your bitch wife the other day.
Whoa.
And that's what you called her. Turns out Natalie Humphries did spend a year of her life changing her signatures, changing her name and everything to Natalie Humphries. But you forgot that because why, Kai? Because why?
I wasn't around.
You weren't around. Ah, yeah. During those early months, those first few months, the first year, first 18 months.
Yeah, in a little bit.
First 18 months after being married, when you're spending your time, meant to be spending your time with your betrothed, your beloved.
We didn't know that the Netflix bubble was going to stay inflated. We thought we're just getting like 100 years work in a year and a half. And we had to get it all done. Yeah. Otherwise it'll go away. And we'll just be like, why the fuck did we not just work loads then?
Yeah.
And then it just kept happening and happening and happening and happening and happening. We're like, oh, class, but woo. That's what happened. Yeah. We could have spread it out a bit more for you. Maybe it did have the longevity because we worked so hard at the top. You ever thought about that?
It does make sense now that while Natalie was confused about like her own signature and getting her name changed over, why for so often on that tour you kept shouting Natalie who?
Natalie who?
Natalie who? Uh-huh.
Natalie what? I was worried I wouldn't recognise her when I saw her. Yeah. Imagine if I did, it was that bad. Because I can't bring up an image of Natalie. Mm. But if I didn't have photos, if I never saw pictures, never FaceTimed, do you think you could actually forget what somebody looks like that?
I would love to for 2 hours or 3 hours sit down with you and just for us both to, while putting in as much effort as we can, draw our wives from memory.
Oh, we could give it a shot. Like, there's a pizza box right there.
No,
we'll draw on the back of that.
I think I would be better at drawing Cara than you would be.
I could draw Cara from memory, and I've got application. I wouldn't even know how to start drawing Natalie.
Yeah.
You want soft shade, and I'd use the side of the pencil.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't look like her.
No. Do you reckon you would try doing her body, or would you just go for the face?
Oh, doing the faces now. Probably head and shoulders.
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay.
I don't think without a picture, without like.
Yeah.
All use paint.
Yeah, absolutely, of course. What would you?
I've never used paints before. Like, it would be
what kind of paints? Do you want oil? Do you want water colour? Do you want
oil paints? I want to have one of them things that you put your thumb through. I probably wouldn't use that hand though, because that means I would be painting with my right hand. That would be sloppy. Unlike my left hand.
Is oil paint the one where it's all textured because you're just using like big clumps to be like, oh, fucking that's a sheep thing.
Yeah, and you'll mix them together and get like a kind of range of colour.
Aye.
Dip in.
And what's that do?
Just, well, if you get like a green and like a What does yellow and blue make again green? One of the first things you learn as a child.
Yeah,
That was a long time ago, man.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. If we want to put it down to memory, that's fine.
So you're mixing yellow and blue, and then it'll start making green. But you also have like yellow tin and blue tin to green.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have like the mixing of it, so you can pick and choose. I don't know why I'm making a green in this picture, but this is an example.
Because she's a green-eyed snake.
Wow.
Yeah, you're the one paying her.
Eyes are
in
green.
your mind's eye. Are they?
I don't think.
Are Natalie's eyes green?
Eyes are brown. You said green-eyed snake.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Also, you said they'd be brown. Like, come on.
I'm very lucky I don't have to remember what colour her eyes are.
No.
Do you get any Asians with blue eyes?
Asians? Which Asians?
Natalie says that Oman isn't Asian, but it is. Like, they don't answer to Asian, I don't think, but it is in Asia.
Is it?
I don't think they identify as Asian, but they're in the continent of Asia.
Right. Okay.
None of them have blue eyes.
None of
that
them.
Continent.
Not a single one.
I
can't tell you what colour eyes Kara's got. I think blue.
I always looking at your phone. You don't know what colour eyes are from pictures of her.
Yeah, but Kaylin's my background.
Huh?
Kaylin's my background.
What, do you not scroll through pictures here, missus? And that also don't do that. Also do that, but a funny thing to make you feel bad about. Yeah, me and Gordon sometimes just looking at my birds. There's you, just whatever you're doing, playing Snake.
Looking at pictures of you, a green-eyed snake.
Green-eyed snake. Snake with mint tits. So you don't know what colour your wife's eyes are?
I do. Let's say blue.
Aye, they're definitely blue. I knew that.
Let's say blue. Yeah, I don't know. When's her birthday? Her birthday is 29th of July.
Oh, that's soon. That's Matty's wedding.
1993.
10 years younger than me.
Yeah. When's my son's birthday? 9th of February? Is that true?
February or March?
It's February.
9th. Aye.
That's what I just said.
I just reminded you, that's why.
Yeah.
What you getting him? It's fucking 8 months away.
At Christmas comes first. Well, Kara's already, Christmas has a new purpose now. It's, last year he had no idea what was fucking going on. This year, he might be slightly aware.
Aye.
Like, if he even says a word that's close to Santa or Rudolph or anything,
he's like at the age where
he'll triple his fucking presents. Like,
aye.
Gara will be so easy to break on they're young. He's not going to have any memory of this, so let's not spoil him. There's been no point doing it.
This is where I come in, this is where I bought my nephew at this age. I bought my nephew like a floor piano, just like noisy shit. That's just going to be chaos for them, and they're going to love it. But the parents are like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, you're a bad person.
Not to the kid.
Aye.
Not to the kid. That's me putting the kid first. Because he wouldn't.
It's not really putting the kid first.
You wouldn't get the kid that thing because it's going to be so fucking inconvenient to have.
Yeah.
If somebody comes along and buys it, the kid gets to enjoy the thing that the parents would never have bought them.
Yeah, but if you could have just bought the kid anything else, and they also would have enjoyed that thing. It seems like you're specifically buying a thing that the kid doesn't know is annoying, and therefore
I'll be coming over and just like pulling out the pots and pans and the wooden spoons and that, just staring, just me staring, and make them play the drums.
What are you getting Natalie for Christmas this year? Are you going to do your psycho?
Not get anything.
Yeah. No, we don't love each other, so we'll just ignore each other.
I regretted that, yeah.
Yeah, I know, we spoke about it a bit.
I can't remember. I got it. Oh, no, I bought a ticket to the Hamilton and flights.
I have come up with the ultimate anniversary present for Cara. For the first year, I've really nailed it. Like, it's a very good one. It's very, very good. Like, it'll get me confidence points for years and years and years. It'll be spoken about. It's a good one. And I should do it for the first.
This first 30th?
No. Sorry, this is just for next year. Will be our first year's wedding anniversary. I've got an idea already of something I want to do as a gift for her. Right, it's really good because it's got to do with her last wedding. Right, well,
our last wedding.
This year's wedding. Or do I just sit on it for 5 years? And then,
is it something that you could do that with?
I could do, but I would feel like a bastard for doing it. Like I feel like it's got to come out of the.
Can you tell us what it is?
I can off air,
but just on the off chance she listens to it.
Yeah. Aye.
Do that thing I did for Natalie's 30th.
Anal.
Aye.
Okay.
Put up my arse.
All right
then. That thing I did where I sent all of our friends an envelope.
Yeah.
But 10 envelopes and 10 cards of the same colour and got them to write memories and send them back. And I just got all of our memories off our mates written down in envelopes. Like hundreds of envelopes. Not like that.
And then you lost them.
Nah.
Yeah.
Not my memory.
Yeah. Did she even open them all?
She dips into it now and again.
Just when she's low.
Aye.
Like a wee
never
Kit Kat.
Never, because I'm such a good husband. Keep her pretty high the whole time.
Oh, I mean, I'd love to find out what her actual answer was.
Oh, well, that's just happy with us.
Yeah. Like
should have a number of complaints.
Yeah. But if I could get like a full fucking like MOT score from her,
70%.
Yeah, you think?
70%.
70%.
More good than bad.
70%. Yeah, 70%.
I'll have a little whinge now and again. I mean, David's shoes will be too tight now and again.
Yeah.
We sometimes contradict each other and a bit fucking contrary with each other, but it happens, doesn't it? If someone pisses you off, you just disagree with them about anything. We do that to each other now and again. So we could mark up, but like none of it's bad. It was very funny. Natalie corrected us on something on a text today that I sent about a week ago with proof, right? And then the next thing that she sent was also contradicting something I said in a separate conversation. I don't know, I'm going to get my phone.
Is this just your way of being like, I am wrong a lot? Here is me publicly admitting that I am wrong a lot, which I assumed anyway.
I don't know. This is the first one was, there's a roundabout, right? That it's 2 lanes on, 2 lanes off. Right, you can turn left, go straight on, or turn right. In my eyes, right, you turn left to indicate off the roundabout left. You turn right to indicate off the roundabout right. And you just didn't indicate at all, kind of straight on at the roundabout.
Oh, well, you have to indicate left, so letting the person know you're coming off after the first turn.
Aye, so that's the correct answer that Natalie brought up today, because I was like, nah, if I'm going straight on, there's nobody on the outside lane to me that's turning right. I'm not cutting anyone off. I'm going straight on there. And if I indicate left here, that suggests I'm going to switch lanes into the left lane. So if I'm in the right lane and I'm going straight on at that roundabout, just cutting over it, straight lane, you're better using the steering wheel at all, right? If I indicate left, I feel like...
The roundabout itself is the road. So any veering off of that is a turning left off of the road.
I think when it's just a cross section one and there's no like
if you were turning right, if you were taking the third exit, would you indicate left for that one?
If I was taking the what, third exit?
Third exit.
So I'd be indicating right, and then I would actually. I'd indicate left to just say this is the one I'm coming off. But I think like going
and then you do left. So
going straight on. Like I don't know how you're telling. Everybody knows. Everybody already knows that you're not cutting anybody off. You're not like...
Well, no, because otherwise...
Nobody's waiting their turn because you indicate...
But the person behind you... I mean, how are they meant to know that you're going to...
So that's where Natalie called us up, because I was just like... She was just like, you didn't indicate on the roundabout. After slagging someone for not indicating on the roundabout earlier, I was like, yeah, but I went straight on, blah, blah. It didn't fall out over it, just...
Right. Oh, that's not true. I saw you crying in the airport.
I cried?
Aye.
And not in front of her. And then, so where's it? Sorry, but this I thought was a lot sooner than that. And then she sent us a video from a dog trainer saying about why something said about training dogs was incorrect.
Yeah.
It was like two completely different things back to back, and then she just went.
I was just on Facebook and I was watching the Glasgow dog trainer videos, and he's got one about slip leads, and I've just sent you, and then I've just realised that the last thing I've sent you is that you have to indicate a roundabout, so it might feel like I'm just pointing out all the stuff that I disagree with you for, but completely two separate unrelated things that just came up. But every time I go round a roundabout, I'm like watching other cars to see if they indicate when they're going straight on when they leave the exit, and I'd say about 75% of them do, and I had to look it up, and I looked it up. So I still love you.
You see what I mean? We're all right.
She puts up with a lot of your shit.
I think so.
Oh, right. I'm going to go build myself a bow.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna aim for a quest item on the edge of the map, right, and just do about 3 hours of fucking nothing between there and the quest item. Is that all Zelda is?
Yeah.
You just build stuff with bits of wood that you find on the road, and then you forgot what quest you're on.
Yep. And then we become lost.
All right. See you on Thursday.